What's up, guys? It's Rey-Jay back with another video. And in this one, I want to talk about what's happening with the overall market and break down some very important levels. Just note that I am not a financial planner, so take nothing I say as financial advice. And don't forget to smash the like button. Anyways, for the markets, we got some very important numbers that came out. The manufacturing numbers weren't that great, in my opinion, when looking at them. And same thing with the services data. But despite that, the market still got bought back up. So the question is, what's happening right now? So what happened was, I gave everyone a warning about this 20 EMA on SPY. The fact that on the 4-hour time frame, we dipped a couple of days ago. We hit the 20 EMA, the green line right here. Then we got a nice rebound. We came down. The same thing happened. We came just a little bit below this. And I said to watch and see if we see buyers defend this or not. But I did mention to everyone we might dip a little bit on SPY, and then we'd see what the reaction would be. I wasn't 100% sure if we would get a big bounce or not, but I said to watch this level. And what happened was we did dip below this temporarily only to get bought back up. So the buyers came back just like they did these last couple of times. So the trend is still now, in the upwards direction. SPY never lost 556 to turn bearish. We were dipping a little bit only to get bought back up. And now the buyers are the ones who have the edge. So for SPY, make sure you watch 562 as our resistance. If we break this, I think we're going to be testing the highs all over again, if not attempt to break them. And we have 560 as support, not to mention the 559 area, our 20 EMA. So right now, what happened, and I'm going to be honest, this was really fast. The market moves very fast. We dipped only to get bought back up because buyers defended our 20 EMA. And now the market's looking like it's trying to rebound. So we're seeing a nice rebound approaching Nvidia's earnings, and this is having a big ripple effect on the whole markets. So SPY is looking like it wants to be breaking out to the highs, especially if we break 562. This is a very, very bullish move that was made, and the direction just shift. I know that people may become concerned or even annoyed of the fact that the market's always switching directions, and that's the honest truth. I mean, if you look at the charts, one day SPY was dumping, the next day it's pumping, next day it's dumping, next day it's pumping. So it's a wild market. It's all over the place. Okay, but the direction is bullish as we're still making these higher lows. And that's the reason why one day I'm telling you it looks like the market may dip, the next day it looks like it's going to pump. It's all over the place. And that's the reason why, it's just full of manipulation, all these different factors. For Nvidia, I mentioned to everyone that this is just range bound, and that's what's happening so far. We dipped a bit towards this the 123s, and then we got bought back up. We have this 128 area as a key support now, as long as we hold above that, and we could be on our way back up to the 130 area. Our other support is at 126.5, not to mention 124.5. This chart looks a little bit more bullish. It's favoring upside for that 130 target, so it's looking pretty good thus far. For Bitcoin, we dipped all the way down. We're still looking weak on Bitcoin, but I think that there could be an attempt to bounce very close to 61,400. So it might dip a little bit more and then try to rebound, but so far the market is getting bought back up. For stocks like ES, looking at ES, we're kind of stuck in the middle. I was looking for 5,600 and I said to watch to see if we bounce off that. We came short of my target. We hit 5,610. So we came a little bit short before it got the rebound. But so far, buyers are defending. And to me, it looks like ES is going to try to get up to about 5,650 now. It's looking like it's getting bought up very nicely. Good volume is coming in. For Tesla, we're on a downtrend overall. One thing worth mentioning is that Tesla is still showing weakness compared to the markets, but we held support at this 208 zone. I called out 208 because this is where we actually had previous resistance becoming support, that 208 area. We dipped a little bit below 208. When we actually saw this dip, we came a little bit below it, only to get bought back up. So you could see we held 208. Now we're seeing Tesla trying to test resistance at 210. If we break 210, we're going to be looking for 212. I think it's possible Tesla tries to get bought back up above the 210 area. So Tesla's showing some life. The whole market has a ripple effect on it. If we were to lose 208, though, I would become concerned about Tesla. I just want to give you guys a heads up about that. If we close below 208, there's a downtrend, but there could be a temporary bounce for the time being if we hold above that support. For a few more factors, NQ, it's getting bought back up. We dipped, and I said, this is what I warned you guys about yesterday. Despite the fact that we had a head and shoulders, we haven't lost critical support at 19,400. That's our 200 EMA. If we lost that, we could turn bearish. Because we held that, we're going to be looking for that rebound. This imbalance takes us up to about 19,700. So far, we're doing a good job at holding up. For others out there, like the QQQ, we're also holding up. So I said in my video yesterday, watch 472. If we lost, if we lost 472, we'd be dipping all the way down to 468, then 464. If we held 472, we'd be looking for the rebound. We came down to 472. I wasn't sure if we'd bounce off this or not, in all honesty. But we did see buyers defend this support. So we didn't lose critical support. Remember when I said that we didn't lose critical support yet on the QQQ? So because we didn't lose critical supports, the buyers came back and they're defending. So I'm going to be looking at 477 as our resistance. If we break that, our next target is going to be 480. If we don't hold above, 478 is our resistance, excuse me, guys. And then we have 480 above that. If we reject off 478, we'll be looking for a move back down towards 475. Overall, it's trying to rebound now. So there might be a temporary bounce attempt. Even though this trend is bearish, as we had this higher, came down to a lower high, I'm also going to be looking at this resistance on the triple Q. So let me show you where that is. I'm going to be watching to see if we end up getting a rejection here or not. For now, it looks to me like we might attempt to get up a little higher to test this resistance. And we'll see if it breaks or not, depending on Nvidia's earnings. Apple's looking more bullish. We're breaking past 228, especially as they have a new CFO. We're going to be looking for 230 as a potential target. It looks more bullish. The IWM Russell 2000 came down to my target. I called out 217, and I said to watch and see if we bounce or not off this support. We came just above our 20 EMA only to get bought back up. So look at 220's resistance in 222 and support at 217. For a few more out there like Coinbase, we dipped all the way down to 197 and also 194. We're back at 197. We'll see if we get bought back up to 200, but we're still stuck in this range. Amazon, I called out 172 in the morning. That's where we dipped to. We're going to be watching to see if we could bounce off 172 or not. This is going to be a very, very important level. We'll see how well Amazon does there, but overall, it is still kind of weak compared to the markets. So it's at key support. We'll see if it holds, but just know there's still weakness on the chart. Meta's trying to rebound. We need to hold above 522. If we hold that, we're going back up to 526. If we lose that, we could be dipping back down to 520, then 515. We went down to 515 on Meta only to get bought back up. So it did reach my target and then it got bought back up right after. So we'll see if 522 holds. As long as we hold above that, we will turn back up. Microsoft is trying to rebound, but look at resistance at 414. If we break that, we're going back up to 416. If we come short, we're going to be rejecting. So I see potential in it. Google's also trying to rebound. If we hold above 160, we're looking for 170. So I'm seeing some life in that as well. So that being said, guys, the market is getting bought back up. It switched directions very quickly after we got the manufacturing numbers, which they used as an excuse to pump things. So it's just manipulation. The market's very manipulated. One day we're pumping, next day we're dumping. But notice that we held our 20 EMA as support. So as long as we hold this, we are going to remain more bullish. If we were to lose this in the future, we would turn back to, that would be a one bearish signal. But to be bearish on SPY, you need to lose 556, which we haven't done so far. So we dipped a bit only to get bought back up, and we have more upside potential. The move is just getting started. There's still more potential for us to get close to the highs. And we'll see how Nvidia's earnings affects this tomorrow. But so far, the charts are trying to rebound. With that being said, I thank you for listening. Have a great day. I'll see you guys in a few hours, and peace out.